Well, welcome to a new episode of Real Estate vs. Technology, brought to you by Liftoff Agent. I'm not waving at you. I'm just making sure my camera is locked on me. Today, we're really excited about our guest because this is going to be tying into our influencer series as we've been interviewing more real estate professionals on these episodes come out every single Monday on utilizing YouTube for evergreen content to grow their business. So if you're thinking about getting on YouTube and doing more with that, then this is going to be an episode that you're going to want to check out. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and comment below with what you learned so we can go ahead and make sure that everyone is adding to this equation as we add more value to this amazing real estate industry. Dan Gandy, our co-host, welcome to the show.
What's happening? Glad to be here.
Happy Friday. Happy Friday. So before we let our guest on, let's go ahead and start this intro, shall we?
Let's do it.
We'll be back with you guys here in a second. Welcome to a new episode of Real Estate vs. Technology, your number one resource to get the inside scoop from top performing real estate professionals. How are they growing their business utilizing technology in today's market? Hear also from top performing coaches that can help and serve you in your real estate business, and also technology providers. Let's go deeper with these technology providers to ask them how they got where they're at today and how maybe their services could better serve your real estate business. A big shout out to Liftoff Agent for sponsoring our podcast. Go ahead and go to liftoffagent.com to learn about their marketing and positioning services to help scale your real estate business. If you haven't already done so, like the episode, subscribe. We want you to comment on YouTube what you learned from the episode and give us a review if you're going to be listening and streaming this podcast. Thank you so much. We appreciate you and enjoy this week's podcast of Real Estate vs. Technology. All right, welcome back, everyone. And so today we're going to go to Austin, Texas, and we're going to bring the one and only Rima on the show. Welcome to Real Estate vs. Technology. Super excited to have you on the show today.
Thank you.
Of course, of course. So the show is all about you. We want to dive into a little bit more of your YouTube channel, how you got in the business. I love that you're really focusing on life, real estate, health. So why real estate leading up to now having this YouTube channel and doing all these amazing videos?
Why YouTube? I mean, so I've been an agent for about 3 to 4 years now. Just started a YouTube channel less than a year ago. I think it'll be a year this March or April, something like that. But YouTube is something that I wanted to start even before becoming an agent. That was something that was on my to-do list. Didn't know how to get started, what to do, where to go, and basically, like everybody else, they don't know where to start for YouTube. But yes, I did get started. I think the real estate, becoming an agent, kind of pushed me out there to just go out there and be another platform for social media. So
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Awesome. And so what was how real estate, what was the story really quick leading up to getting a real estate license? And we're just curious to the viewers and listeners, so they have some context, right? Because links are down below. We want to encourage everyone to like, subscribe, check out Rima's YouTube channel, of course. And we want to understand a little bit more of your background. So how did real estate come about?
Real estate was not something that I was planning to do. I am in a healthcare field. I was doing my real estate licensing when I was also doing my nurse practitioner licensing together at the same time. Realized that I loved the real estate classes and just the work-life balance with it.
Yeah.
Finished off my NP. I don't practice it, but I still do healthcare very part-time, one day a month, just to kind of keep in touch. But real estate, I got started because number one was my husband. He knew that I was good at sales, good at communication. We were already in real estate with our own properties and doing some investing and all of that. So he's like, why don't you go ahead and try it? I was hesitant. I was like, why would I want to do another exam, another boards? I've been doing that all in my medical school. You want me to actually do this again?
Yeah.
But I was not going to, but I think one day I went and then I saw a real estate school that just happened. I think this is a sign. So I just went in, got the books, got started, and finished it off, and I'm loving it so far. So
yeah, that is awesome. And for our viewers and listeners out there, we're talking, it looks like your first video was about 11 months ago, 744 views on the very first video, 617 subscribers. So you're doing a good job. I gotta say a round of applause for starting, getting it kicked off. The thumbnails look amazing. Let's talk some
Mhm.
success stories, like either
Okay.
phone calls coming in, transactions that you've done. Someone who's listening right now that wants to maybe start a YouTube channel, get their real estate license, follow in your footsteps. How does that look for you as far as any success stories you've had so far from your videos?
From the videos, I've gotten several transactions already. I just got one actually today morning that we just closed on a new
Mhm.
construction. He reached out to me from my video. He thought, I provided great value information and he wanted me to be his agent for that. So I was like, this is great. I think that one video got me 5 transactions closed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
So
You beat my
that
record.
yeah, it has been good. So, it's I don't think I wasn't really concentrating on, hey, what followers or how many people are viewing,
Hmm.
the each episode, but how many transactions am I getting? How many deals am I getting through one or several videos on there?
Wow. That
Yeah.
is so cool. Congratulations on that. I think that's super inspirational for any viewers and listeners out there. Question
Mhm.
is, can you earn business from YouTube? And the answer is yes. And I know
Mhm.
Dan also has a YouTube channel as well, and you definitely beat his record, and that's awesome. That's a great
Three,
story.
three deals from one video was my record. So I'm super happy to hear that.
Yeah.
Uh, I think as you progress in this journey of YouTube, like where where do you see the most value to your potential customers? Is it a specific niche of real estate that you're talking about, investments, new construction? Like, do you want to focus in, or are you going to try to keep a broad strategy of trying to, what's the best word, to keeping a more holistic approach where it's like, hey, I'm going to have lifestyle videos, I'm going to have these types of videos,
Mhm.
or is there something you want to target?
So my channel started out being of who I was, lifestyle, real estate, and health, right? Because I
Okay.
was in healthcare field. So uh, I'm like, well, I'll start out with few different topics and kind of see what I like and what I like to do. I did one video with Jarek Robbins, who is Tony Robbins' son,
Oh,
with
nice.
him talking about health, meditation, and success. That was, I think, one of the only videos I have on health. But I think on real estate, I did a lot of new construction. What value that the clients that have told me that they've gotten from my channel is the model tours that I've been giving them, the areas of talk about what they offer, look
Mm,
into the future 5-year plan, and also some other ones on like walkthroughs, on inspections, on blue tapes. I've got several people reaching out from those videos on what they should do on new constructions because I know I am also have a license in new constructions, but they also wanted to get more knowledge on loans, like in my healthcare field, brand new nurses that are just starting
ah,
out, getting a degree. They're like, hey, Rima, maybe post a video on can they afford a house with student loans or how can they qualify? So I just kind of ask people that I see and meet every day. I'm like, what value would you like to get from my channel? And then I kind of make notes,
wow.
try to reach out. Yeah.
That's good. That's a good strategy. And I think
I like
getting
that.
that feedback sometimes is like what you need to like kind of
Yeah.
give you some monthly focus of like, all right, I'm going to do a
Mhm.
video each week. How do I
Mhm.
like, what's my cadence in terms of videos on this topic? And I know I struggle with that too because I want to talk about everything, but
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the research or the situations that come up are sometimes what move you into a certain direction for video.
I
Next
love that.
question really is like, you came into real estate kind of similar to where I came from, where we were investing first, and then now you're moving into becoming an agent. And I think is there going to be some focus in that wealth building and that you really unlocking what real estate should be for a lot of people. A lot of people think
Mhm.
real estate and they think it's a home shelter over their head, but I think you have a unique opportunity here to really talk about how like passive income, retirement, creating diversified assets. Is that going to be something that you're going to kind of tap into as you progress with this video?
Oh,
Uh,
yeah, for sure. That is something, and the channel is slowly growing. I'm trying to learn what the audience wants, what they wanna get from my channel, because every channel has a different story. Every channel offers something different for the community. and what I'm comfortable with, right? Like, what is my experience? What knowledge can I give them back? But yes, it's not
Yeah.
just about homes and new construction. It's obviously about, I'm also doing commercial real estate. So I know I have a lot of investors looking in land and constructing buildings and all of that stuff. So there will be topics on that coming up too, what they need to know about that.
That's
Love
awesome.
that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Back to Norm.
Yeah, so I got a question for you in regards to someone who's viewing and watching right now, and I highly recommend and encourage. Just links down below. Go to Rima's YouTube channel and see the thumbnails. How do you identify, think about, and come up with thumbnails that are going to grab someone's attention? And what would you give to our viewers and listeners as far as if maybe they're thinking about, they have a YouTube channel and their thumbnails are just not up to par, and now they're looking at yours, they're like, how?
Thumbnails. I didn't even know there was such thing as thumbnails, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Until I started my YouTube channel and look at other people's, and I was like, oh wow, these are really unique. I didn't know how to create thumbnails beforehand. I had to get somebody out of my network. I mean, from just from different platform to
Yeah.
create some of my thumbnails. But I think that was to a point where some of them I liked it, some of them I didn't. So I learned it on my own. I just kind of created on my own. Um,
Canva.
Canva, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. I
Yeah.
love that.
I
And
think the more you do it, the better you're gonna get,
yeah,
right? So,
Yeah.
I
I
love
tell
the,
everybody. Oh, good.
I
I
was
was
just
gonna
gonna say, I love the inspection one.
Yeah, no, I was gonna
yeah,
say,
that was my kid's idea, actually. They're like, "You should do this." I'm like, "Okay."
That's
I
really
always tell
cool.
everybody with thumbnail creation, like start it yourself, do it yourself, get the process down, and
Mhm.
then as you start to have success with it, as your business gets busier, then start outsourcing it, right? But
Exactly.
don't do it the opposite. Don't start with outsourcing, because what
Yeah.
happens if your vendor or somebody just disappears for the week and then you're
That's
like, I don't have Canva, I don't know how to do this,
yeah.
I don't have a thumbnail. Like, I think that I'm always about being the technician first, figuring out
Yeah.
the system, and then hiring somebody to outsource and train it. That's huge.
And that's the same thing that I've learned from, like, editing my YouTube videos, right?
Mhm.
I was outsourcing, but I'm like, I need to learn it because what if something that I need to post right away and needs to be on there? I don't want to fall behind because consistency is obviously a number one thing
Yes.
on the channel. Um, so I learned it, simple ways to edit your channels and then put it out there. But again, the more you do it, the better you'll get.
I love that. If you agree, anyone who's viewing and listening out there, we'd love to get your feedback down below. Comment, would you agree? Does it make more sense to learn yourself before you delegate? I would highly recommend that as well. First, find
Mhm.
out how to do it and find the tools, the resources, have that. And then from there, when you outsource it, you already know what to be expected. And if anything, God forbid, knock on wood, something happens with that outsourced partner, you can stay consistent. So you're going on 12 months now, right? And so you have this brand new year, 2023, here we are. What are some goals? Because we would love to have you back on next year to see, now we know where we're at for the first 12 months. We want to see where we're at for the next 12 months, totaling 24 months. What are some goals for your channel? Do you want to do more videos, subscribers, transaction volume? What's some goals so we can have you
All
back
the
on
above.
so we can really lead by example and say for our viewers and listeners that's watched this
Uh-huh.
episode, they can come back and be like, oh my God. Like for
Yeah.
anyone who's watching 12 months later, and it's like, well, I didn't do it. Now I seen some goals that was put out there and the actual possibility. So what's your thoughts for this year's
I
for the channel?
think it's all of the above that you just mentioned. I'm about to grow my team. I've got another agent, obviously looking for more people on there because
Yeah.
my it's an you think of it as another job, right? I mean, creation, editing, all of that, it's another whole new job that you got to
Mm,
think. So I am giving out my volume to my agents that are within my team to grow because I
yeah.
cannot handle the buyers and sellers at the same time when I'm doing my videos and trying to grow my channel.
Hmm.
Um, so yes, growing, getting more followers, more transactions, growing overall as a business. It's a whole thing that I wanted to concentrate on. My last year goal was met. That was to start my YouTube channel, start my Instagram, all in 1 year.
There you
Uh,
go.
yes, so that was all met. My transaction volume, everything was met. So now, how do I just grow all together for this year coming up.
Wow.
Yeah.
For just starting a year ago, I got to say, congratulations. Like your reels look great. I mean, up to what, 7,500, 5,000, 6,000. So you've had some hits on some of the reels. So your Instagram's awesome. And it makes a lot of sense out there for viewers and listeners out there. If you want to get started, just do it. Start just the goal of getting the foundation started, learn, and then kind of go from there. I love that. So as we close out the episode, we love to just leave the floor be open to you. So anyone out there that wants to start a YouTube channel, get the real estate business, was any advice that you would give our viewers and listeners that they can apply to their business today to get started, to have some more success here in 2023?
I tell my new agents that are coming on my team to look for your own business, look for people that you know, start out from there for your friends, families, let them know. And then on social media, you have to be on social media. Talking about me being in healthcare field, I still remember at a desk charting and I'm looking on Google, typing my name, and if something would come up, I would contact them to take that off. I was that, like, I do not need to be on my, on Google. And now I'm everywhere, basically. My kids are like, "You're everywhere, mom." I'm like, "Yeah, I know." But I think that's important to be an agent, is that they can get to you, reach to you easily. They can be found on different platforms because there's different age groups on each of the platforms, right?
Yeah.
TikTok is there, which I just started that. Instagram, I've been getting great clients from there too, and then YouTube now also, and also Facebook. So all of them have been working great. I think everybody should have at least start with one and concentrate on growing on that one and go from there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. So start with building your foundation,
Mhm.
get the consistency, and then focus on the one platform. And then as you grow that one platform, then you can be able to go to the next platforms. I love that. I think that's going to be great for our viewers and listeners, as we want them to take things from our episode, apply to their business, have more success, serve this amazing industry. And we appreciate you. Thank you so much for being on the show today and sharing some of the techniques and some of the things that you're doing with your YouTube channel. And Rima, we'd love to have you back on in 12 months to see, how many more subscribers do you have? How many videos did you put out?
Oh,
Like, how
gosh.
many more families have you served? So we're going to put you in the hot spot.
Oh, no.
So we're
Let's keep in
January
touch.
1st, right? Or first month of January or first month of 2023. So why not? So thanks so much for being on the show. We really do appreciate your time today.
Thank you, guys.
Of
Great to
course,
meet you, Rima.
and thanks for co-hosting as always.
No, I love these episodes too, because it's something different we're doing. And it's like, we usually have like a 30-45 minute podcast, but like with these little 15-minute, like getting all the YouTube golden nuggets, like this is what's going to help agents out there, like get off their, and start shooting video. So I love it.
People are busy, right? You're in traffic for 20 minutes. Here's a good episode to listen to as you're in traffic. And then you're like, all right, I'm going to get to work. I'm going to go like and subscribe.
Yeah. I mean, it's different. You just got to stay positive each day and just do it. Don't worry about what people are saying, what your reels are doing. Just do it. Just post it.
I love that. Yeah. I love that. Well, you heard it first. All our viewers, listeners out there, we really appreciate your time, as it is our intention for you to take things that you hear on our podcast to apply to your business to have more massive success. And we will see you on the next one.
Thanks.